Hi, in today's episode of Living Authentically Daily, we'll be discussing about men. Dear men, stop finding your worth in things. Your worth is in your very existence, not in things or people like women. You are far, 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 far above that. Your worth is inherent in you. It has nothing to do with what you have or what you don't have. Your worth is in your very existence. Because you exist, that's where your worth is. It is not about what you have or what you don't have. Okay, let's use this analysis for instance. When a child is born, the child does not have anything. Like the child is not educated yet, the child is not a medical doctor, the child is not an accountant, the child is not an engineer, the child does not have a bank account, does not have phone, it does not have anything. Food, clothes, and all those things are bought for the child by the parents of the child. So does that mean that the child does not have worth or value? So at what point do we make that switch in our minds and we now start finding our values and our worth in things and people? Because if as a child you are worthy to have all these things, your clothes, have roof over your head, have all this love and care being given to you. So why is it that when we now become adults, we start finding our worth in things? We feel we are worthy when we have built a house, we are worthy when we have married, we are worthy when we have done this, done that. Why? So don't let the way the world system work deceive you. Don't let the lie that they have sold to us deceive you. In this analogy that I just concluded, it is obvious that our worth is in our existence. Your worth is in your existence. So, seeing the way the world works and the whole capitalism thing that did not help matters, one may think that, it is when I have done this, I have done that, I have done this, that's when I have a worth. That's where I should find my value. But no. If you didn't find your value as a baby in those things, you shouldn't find yourself or your value in these things as an adult. See, because they sold this lie to us, since then you have been finding yourself and your worth in things. You have been buying totally into capitalism, pursuing this, pursuing that, for you to become this or that. This is why you always hear people say, some men say he's a non-entity, he's a nobody because he has not achieved this or that the society deem as the things that are important. So I'm here just to make you know that no, achieving those things are good, because what they do is they make living life here on earth very easy and comfortable. They are good. I love comfort and I love those things. But should you find your worth in them? No. Does it mean that whoever that has not been able to have those things is worthless? No. So these are the things I want you to see. So when you stop finding your worth in things and people, maybe women, you will also not see people's worth in those things. Because when you stop seeing your worth in things, you will no longer judge people based on what they have and what they don't have. One day I was traveling, I was at the park, and a passenger and the driver started quarreling. The only thing they were saying, look at you, look at the kind of car you are driving. I have this type of car, I have the other type of car, I have this other type of car. And the other one was saying, look at yourself past, look at the nonsense. So you see, everything is about the physical. Everything is about the physical. Not like I'm saying that they should use any other thing to quarrel. but that just made me see that it is just about I am greater than you. You are a nobody based on what I have and what I don't have. So we shouldn't be doing that. That's not where your worth is, because when those things, if you find your worth in those things, when those things are taken away from you, where will you now start finding your worth? So this is why men easily have high blood pressure and heart failure, because where they have built the entirety of their identity has suddenly collapsed. So you will have to learn where your true worth is, and it is in your existence. Once you have it, once you understand that you can't allow anybody to look down on you based on what you have and what you don't have, because of even the way you carry yourself. So find yourself instead. When you know who you are truly and reconnect with your authentic self, you will see that there is nothing outside of you worthy of finding your value and worth in. You will see that you are born worthy. So you see, the best way to always have your worth intact is to find who you are. So know who you are tangibly, to know and reconnect with your authentic self. So when Socrates, I don't know exactly how they pronounce his name, said, "Man, know thyself," that's exactly what he was talking about. He meant know who you are and reconnect to that who you are. So this is where you should draw your confidence from who you truly are, your authentic self. That's where you should draw your confidence from. Look, confidence and pride are not the same thing. Confidence is your belief in your God-given abilities to do whatever it is that you can do. So, but pride is about competition, comparison. I am better than you because of this or that. So, but confidence is simply a belief in yourself and your abilities. So it has nothing to do with what the other person is doing. So in confidence, you're not comparing yourself with the other person. You are just on your lane, doing your own thing. So finding yourself is the key. Is the main thing. Is the main deal. This is when once you find yourself, your worthiness, your value is unshakable. It is the destiny of man. It is what we are really here for, to find and know who we truly are. Finding yourself isn't because you are lost. It is about reconnecting back to who you are. The question is now, who are you? So I've been this type of person that has always asked myself that question: who am I? What are we doing here on earth? Are we just here to be born, go to school, find a job, do the job, marry, have children, then die? That thinking about it back then used to be so boring to me. So, but then I knew that at the back of my mind, that there is more to life. I knew that life, that whoever that created this whole beautiful planet and everything, the architect of all these things, both spiritual, seen and unseen, cannot just create us to come here and just do all these things that has always been done, then leave, then another person is born, the person will continue from there. So that's when I knew that all these things are structures men built for their own advantage, that's not really why we are here. We are not really here to be giving birth to children and having them go to school, do the whole secular thing that has always been done. Go to school, get a job, marry, have children, retire, then die. Then your children will continue from there. That's when I started finding that myself also. So there is only one thing that we are really here for, that is to know who we truly are. So there is who you are and there is who you may think you are. There is that part of you that has always been you from childhood, when you were giving birth to. You are already who you are, irrespective of the fact that you have not gone to school, you have not had started any job, you don't have any money to your name. The only thing you have at the time of your birth is you have it. They gave you a name and all that. That's it. And the clothes, the food, and whatever you are being given, nothing else. So, but there is who you are at that point of being given birth to. So, and that part of you has remained with you. It is a constant in your life. It's a constant in my life. It has remained with you at any age you are. You have always felt like this yourself at any age, whether when you were 12, when you were 5, and when you are now at the current age you are, you still feel like yourself. So that part of you has been constant, and it is that part of you that lives when you die, when the person dies, the part that lives. So that's your real self, your spirit. That's who you truly are. You are not your body. So stop finding yourself in your body. Does it mean you won't take care of your body? No, but you are not your body. So it's that part of you that I'm talking about. So there is only one being in manifestation as all of us, and that is that which we call God. God is the only being in manifestation that is now dividing itself as all of us, as whatever thing you can see. This is why science said energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can change form. That's why it is that way, because that which we call God is not that big brother in heaven, the old man in heaven with sitting on a throne calling on Angel Michael to come and do this or do that. No. So you are a divine emanation of God. I am a divine emanation of God. We all are gods. That's why Jesus said we are gods. That statement is literal. So we derive our existence from God. So we are God in manifestation. God is experiencing life through us. So the part of you that lives and joins back to the absolute at the end of your life is who you truly are. That's your authentic self. So your duty here, which was why that man said know yourself, is to reconnect back to that part of yourself. And so when you reconnect back to that part of yourself, which is what spiritual awakening is all about, then you will find this unshakable worth, value, and worthiness in yourself. It will no longer be shaken. You will no longer be finding yourself in things. So there is this way we have been finding ourselves in things and all that. So once you awaken to this part of you and reconnect to it, that will become the end of your search for yourself in things. We search for ourselves in things unknowingly. Everybody's doing it, but until you come to know yourself, as I'm describing here, that's the only time the search will end. You will no longer find yourself in things. So you see, this is who you are, irrespective of thinking that you are your physical achievements. They are simply human achievements, and we need them to live here on earth. So it is smallness to confine yourself, you as an infinite being, in those finite things as who you are. It's very, very confining. That is not who you are. So who you are is an infinite being, experiencing itself in time, within this time and space continuum. So you just have to know that. So you are in this world, but not of it. So don't let how the world operates overshadow who you are. You can live the rat race of life in as much as you live here, because the things people kill themselves and pursue is no longer your focus. Because once this happens, your focus will change. You have a paradigm shift. It will no longer be your focus. Will you still have things? Will you still go after things? Will you still do things? Yes, but you will no longer find yourself in them. You don't know one hell of a difference it will make when you no longer find yourself in things, because you are now grounded in who you are. You have now returned home to yourself. So this is where you find your worth. This is where you find an unshakable self-confidence, an unshakable self-worth. So don't buy into patriarchy. Don't let the way the systems of the world operate and the whole capitalism thing deceive you, because the way things work here on earth is in favor of men. But don't let it deceive you, because it may not continue. So it's better you truly walk yourself back home to yourself and start living the right way we have been created and designed to live. So you are already who you are. You don't need things to become anything other than who you are already. So the everlasting value, worthiness, and worth is found in who you truly are. So come back home to your authentic self and begin to live your authentic life. That's where your worth truly is. I will be ending it here today. Do have a wonderful day until I see you again. Bye.